Okay, it's me and the bad bear. You know what that is, yeah? It's from Journey's Who's Crying Now. And it's Neal Schon's incredibly melodic solo. We all love Neal Schon, yeah. And a really prescient article in Guitar Player around that era said, you know, after all the blitzkrieg guitar that Neal's done, he's on every radio in the world playing that. And then this lovely half step bend, right? Now right after that he switches from that sound to this bit. Now in that bit you'll notice he plays two bends, a whole tone and a tone and a half. And it seems to me to encapsulate some bits about Neal Schon. So the purpose of this video is to give you a tip if you ever want to sound like Neal Schon. Now you could turn around and say, well, you know, what are you talking about? You don't sound like Neal Schon. But I think you will sound a lot closer after watching this, right? Now if you know it already, then and you can play it 10 times better than I'm gonna, then you know that's great. But this is a thing that, you know, I would listen to Neal Schon. I mean, I guess I have done for about 30 years, and there would be something about a lot of his playing that would make me think, well, what is it that makes that Neal Schon? What is it? You know, as soon as you hear that, you go, that's Neal Schon, and what is that? And the answer is probably there's a number of things. I mean, he's got that bit in Rebel Say a Prayer where he plays, and he plays that very low run. And when you hear it, you go, that's Neal Schon. But equally, that's real Neal Schon as well, right? But this one bit that I'm going to get to is, to me, I don't want to say quintessential, but this is the kind of crux of a Neal Schon bit. If someone said to me, could you play something like Neal Schon? This is what I would play, right? Now, if you listen to the Santana 3 era, you'll hear Neal play what the biographer in Sacred Fire, which is a great book by the way, about Santana, refers to quite dismissively as Neal Schon's usual meltdown style. And you know, let me tell you, Neal Schon's meltdown style is fine with me. He can melt down as much as he likes for as long as he likes. It's cool with me. And you know, he plays with that ferocious passion, and you know, some of it's off a box buzzing, but then he'll go, so he'll play something in a box pattern, but suddenly out of it. And this comes directly, I'm sure Neal would tell you, from Clapton. So you'll see I'm playing a 5-minute scale. If you saw the video recently of Steve Lukather and Char's great by the way, playing, you know, Steve's 59 Rosanna Les Paul, he plugs it in and he plays it. And then he plays, and that sort of line, believe it or not, went out of fashion for quite a long time until Eric Johnson, because we like to amend that from to that flat 5 run, so beloved by you know, guys I like, Michael Schenker and Danny Johnson. Right? You know, but sometimes you can play that line that Steve played, right? And you'll quite often hear Neal do that, and just that torn of. And bounce back in the top note. Just that kind of stuff, and as I say, you know, most of us know that from Eric Johnson. That kind of use of the 5-note scale. But one thing that you find Neal does a lot is he'll break that kind of 5-note scale. I drifted out of that for a second to do that Johnny Norman. That kind of line, right? But when you drift out the 5-note, what Neal has always done it all his career, and you know, I think it comes directly from Eric Clapton, is suddenly go from the 5-note to a major and vary it. Now, when you hear someone say something mundane like, I don't want to go out in that rain, they'll then say, I don't want to go out in that rain. So the pitch will raise, and you know, if guitar is trying to mirror our emotions, which is, you know, really what it should do, you will find that, and it's to me anyway, it's when you go from this major to minor tonality, minor, major, minor. So we've got, you know, very basic. Then suddenly, now that's something that Neal does quite a lot. So suddenly, off this, that 5-note scale, he suddenly plays the 6th, the tonic, the 9th. Now if you then go back to minor, you'll get this. So we get this minor 5-note scale, major, the major third, let the minor fight that, and back to major, right? And that's a real Neal Schon thing. But I would notice that he would play these kind of frenzies of guitar sometimes down the, you know, kind of like, you know, that kind of thing that, you know, that Luke played on. Just over the 5-note scale, but he would also go, right? And when he would do that, he would play something like, very 5-note scale based, right? Now you're maybe thinking at this point in time, that's just a bunch of notes. It's not really like Neal Schon. Right? But in 2 seconds, I'm going to show you the note, the magic Neal Schon note that will sound like Neal. Okay, you ready for this?